My dear friends in New York City, Haverim, Shalom from Sofia, Bulgaria. With huge apologies that I could not come in person, that I could not accept the warm invitation by Rabbi David Greenberg, now I would like to share with you just a couple of thoughts with this video message. Bulgaria is a small country with a great and proud people. And one of the proudness, just one of the diamonds on the crown of Bulgarian governance is something which happened 70 years ago. Something which showed to the whole world that there was a possibility to stand against the Nazi arrogance, to stand against the Holocaust, to stand against Hitler and the group of small and arrogant war people around him. Saving of Jews, of the Bulgarian Jews during the World War II. But let us follow the event first. The history of the Jews in Bulgaria dates to at least as early as the 2nd century after Christ. Since then, the Jews have had a continuous presence in Bulgarian lands and have played an often considerable part in the history of Bulgaria from ancient times throughout the Middle Ages until today. Unlike many other countries in Europe, Bulgaria stopped the Nazis of extraditing its Jews. The Bulgarian people, led by their Orthodox Church Metropolitan Cyril, the Bishop of Plovdiv, stood in the way of Nazi machine that was firmly resolved to implement the so-called final solution of the Jewish question. This solution, in brackets of course, had never happened in Bulgaria. Bishop Cyril threatened to lie down on the railroad tracks and promised the Jews in Bulgaria, "Wherever you go, I will go with you, my dear friends." In addition to the Bulgarian Orthodox Church, major roles in the saving of the Bulgarian Jews played King Boris and the group of representatives of the parliament led by the Deputy Speaker Dmitry Peshev, as well as many professional organizations, ordinary citizens, just Bulgarian, Turkish, Armenian friends of the Jews. As the date for the deportation drew closer, parliamentary leader Dmitry Peshev led a coalition of 43 members of the Bulgarian National Assembly who registered an official protest. Newspapers denounced the deportation. The Patriarch of the Bulgarian Church in Sofia, Archbishop Stephen, actively worked against the deportation and issued fake baptism certificates as an attempt to save the Jews. On the eve of the planned deportation requested by Nazi Germany, the Bulgarian government asked for a breakdown of the German plans for the eventual deportees and was told that roughly one-half will be employed in agriculture in Greater Germany and one-fourth, reported to be semi-skilled laborers, will be allowed to redeem themselves by volunteers to work in the war industries of the Ruhr, while the remaining one-fourth will be transported to the government general, or German-occupied Poland, for employment in work directly connected to the war. This information, which I am quoting now, was also distributed to the neutral countries via German diplomatic channels and was reported on March 24, 1943 in the New York Times from Bern, Switzerland. Ultimately, not a single Bulgarian Jew was deported to Nazi death camps. In fact, Bulgaria was among the very few European countries, if not among the two, including Denmark, in which the Jewish population actually increased during the period of World War II. Until the communist downfall in 1991, the story remained untold, a great secret, and the last secret of the Holocaust theory. The Synagogue of Sofia, designed by the Austrian architect Grunander in the Spanish Moorish style, was finished in 1910. It was opened after a long renovation in 1996, being closed for nearly 14 years. Financing of this project has been provided by the Bulgarian government, by the government of Israel, private entrepreneurs, individual donators, and sponsors. The synagogue seats over 1,500 and is the largest Sephardic synagogue in the world today. So you are mostly welcome to our synagogue wherever you want. Bulgarian figures of the world renown are painter Jules Pasquier, born in Vidin, and Elias Kennedy, born in Russe, both Danube-coasted cities. But Kennedy was a literature Nobel Prize laureate. However, in the Bulgarian Jewish community may be, it keeps contributing to the spiritual and material world of modern-day Bulgaria. Significantly, after the changes that occurred in 1989, Mr. Andrei Lukyanov, a Jew on his mother's side, was twice Prime Minister of the post-communist cabinets. Of Jewish origin was also Mr. Ilko Ashkenazi, Deputy Prime Minister in the government formed by the Anti-Communist Union of Democratic Forces in 1991. And of course, Solomon Pasi, the well-known promoter of the modern Bulgarian democracy, founder and still president of the Atlantic Club in Bulgaria, former Minister of Foreign Affairs, former chairman of the office of the Organization of Security and Cooperation in Europe, active supporter of the activities of the American Jewish Committee in Bulgaria since many, many years. According to the data presented by the Jewish organization Shalom, the number of Bulgarian citizens of Jewish origin is nearly 6,000 people, including individuals born of mixed marriages. In the course of their century-long presence in the Bulgarian lands, the Jewish community continuously contributed to all spheres of life. Thank you very much for your attention. I wish to be now with you in New York City, and I'm sure that I'll meet all of you during the next American Jewish Committee Global Forum next May in Washington, D.C. Until then, Baruch haba b'Shem Adonai and Litraot.